Beloved statesman, freedom fighter, and first president were just a few words to describe Dr. Kenneth Kaunda. Born in 1924, Kenneth David Kaunda, affectionately known as KK, was one of the founding fathers of Zambia. Alongside other freedom fighters, KK fought hard for the liberation of Zambia and the continent at large. While many remember Dr. Kenneth Kaunda fondly, his legacy has been muddled. Pre-independence, Dr. Kaunda was a teacher. However, in 1951, he resigned from his post and subsequently became the organizing secretary of the Zambia and Africa National Congress, the ZANC. In 1953, he moved to Lusaka to take up the post of Secretary General of the African National Congress under the presidency of Harry Nkumbula. The two worked together to try and subvert the European-dominated rule in Rhodesia and Nyasaland. However, in the early days of the struggle, they were largely unsuccessful. In 1955, Dr. Kaunda was imprisoned for distributing subversive literature. Kenneth Kaunda was the architect of the civil disobedience movement, dubbed Cha-Cha-Cha, which was characterized by arson and obstructing of significant roads in the northern province of Zambia. Dr. Kaunda's first role in government was as local government minister in the UNIP-ANC coalition government in the 1962 elections. On 24 October 1964, Dr. Kaunda became the first president of independent Zambia, with Reuben Kamanga as his vice. The following 27 years of his rule were marked with both successes and failures. Kaunda was on a mission to establish what he termed Zambian humanism. Borrowing from the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi, Kenneth Kaunda tried to establish an African socialism, which was adopted Africa-wide by other statesmen, such as Julius Nyerere and Kwame Nkrumah.
We in Zambia are peaceful people, peace-loving. I challenge anyone to say today here that Zambia is a warmongering nation. I met John Foster, the arch-fascist and racist, on the bridge. In search of peace. I failed.
Kaunda based much emphasis on the idea that Zambia would never be free unless the whole of Africa is free, an idea based on the Zambian humanism principle that all men should have dignity. As a result, newly independent Zambia lost billions of dollars in hosting freedom fighters. Dr. Kaunda hosted MPLA of Angola, Frelimo of Mozambique, SWAPO of Namibia, and ZAPU of Zimbabwe, and the ANC of South Africa. Zambia faced financial threats from the Western world and military attacks, yet KK persisted in helping other African countries in their quest to independence. However, Dr. Kaunda is also known for cracking down on dissenters. He made use of his anti-colonial tactics to crack down on those who opposed him. Much of his tenure as president was under a one-party state until 1991, when the country had its first multi-party election. His tenure was described as dictatorial and was marred by food riots, a failing economy, and crackdown on those who spoke against the statesman. However, despite all, he is lauded for stepping down and conceding defeat in 1991 in a peaceful and dignified way. The former president was transformational. He transitioned the country to independence, guided over 70 ethnic groups to nationwide unity under the One Zambia, One Nation slogan, accepted his defeat, all whilst preaching nationalism and love for his country and his people. Kaunda has been lauded worldwide for his work as a nationalist, a freedom fighter, and as the first president of the Republic of Zambia. Despite all, he shall go down in history as a true freedom fighter.